Hello, Celebration OBGYN and Celebration Peds. This is Rob Legenhausen, your 401k financial advisor. I'm a Raymond James Financial Advisor, and our team helps to manage your ADP 401k plan. And I wanted to give you a couple of quick updates or commentary, if you will, regarding both your 401k plan as well as the markets overall in 2022. So the biggest question that I'm hearing lately is we have midterm elections coming up. So how does that affect markets? First of all, a 401k is a very long-term investment vehicle. So, for somebody, an investor who is saving and she's in her 30s or 40s, or even 50s, you're talking decades until you're going to need to tap into this money for retirement income. So if you get in or get out, today or tomorrow or next month, it doesn't matter. It's almost insignificant. The biggest driver to your success, number one, by far, is going to be your savings rate, your contribution amount. So how much are you putting away? If you're saving 5% today, maybe set a goal of 6% for next year and then 7% and bump up by 1% annually. You're not going to feel that 1% bump on your take-home pay, but over time, invested in a 401k plan, which is a tax-deferred investment vehicle, you're going to see significant compound interest over the decades, over the years. So savings rate is number one. Now, you guys have a really good match. You have a strong match. Your employer, as long as I've known leadership in your organization, they have always wanted to be very generous to you, to the team. And so the match you have, it's called a safe harbor 401k match, dollar for dollar on the first 3% you save, 50 cents on the dollar for the next 3. So you're getting a lot of incentive to save money. You're basically doubling your money the minute it goes into the plan. You can't get 100% rate of return anywhere. Day one, before the investments are even put to work, because the employer is kicking in money to match you. Regarding the investments, you guys have a great lineup that is screened and monitored ongoing by my team at Raymond James. A lot of you are invested in what's called target date funds. Those are the funds with the year in the name, like 2040, 2050, so forth. These are really good set it and forget it ways to invest in your 401k plan. They are rebalanced every year. You don't have to do the heavy lifting. You don't have to decide how much international exposure do you want, how much small cap, how much mid cap. It's all done for you based on your age, and it's suitable based on your age. So we discussed the match, we discussed the investment lineup, and then thirdly, I guess regarding just a little bit of commentary on the markets. Midterm election years, and I've got a piece that I'll share here from our friends at First Trust, and you'll see that every single time we had a midterm election going back to 1950, the S&P 500 experienced volatility to the downside the year of the election, just like we have right now, all right? And every single time going back to 1950, so we're talking 70 years, guys, every single time the following year, the S&P 500 was positive. It didn't miss. So I'm not saying that it's guaranteed that the market is going to be positive next year, but what I am suggesting is that if you believe in the math, if you believe in the data, in the history, and I always say history doesn't always repeat, but it rhymes. So if you believe in that, as I do, we're going to have volatility in the short term. Yes, we're going to get through this thing. We're going to get into next year. And then at some point in the next 12 to 18 months, we hit a bottom, the market takes off again, and we should finish positive next year. By December 2023, we'll have a good year in 23, and then we'll probably be off to the races again until the next pullback. If you have any questions regarding anything I discussed today on the ADP plan at Celebration, the market for 2022, midterm elections coming up, how that could affect things, or your investment lineup in your ADP plan, more than happy to speak with you. One final thought, if you have any other questions regarding financial planning for you and your partner or spouse, if you have outside accounts, maybe you have an old 401k or you have this thing at the bank or you have a Roth IRA and you want me to give you a second set of eyes on it, happy to provide advice. You have access to me and my team. We can do financial planning for you. We can provide advice from a holistic financial planning standpoint, investments, retirement, you name it. Think of me as your resource. Take care, guys. Good to be with you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.